Welcome back. It's Freaky the Maestro here, Blue Jays Entertainment. So today I just wanted to do a little bit of talking. I had a real decent conversation with somebody today, and one of the things that I've been looking into is, really trying to advance life. I feel like a lot of people don't understand their actual worth. They don't look at themselves and see value. They see, I don't know what they see, but they can't see the value in their life. And it got me thinking, like, a lot of us, majority of us, really do spend our time, like, legitimately, we spend our time and we trade it for money. I never liked that concept. Like, ever since I was little, ever since music was presented in front of me, I've always wanted to be somebody that I do what I want to do with my life. I live my life the way I want to live it. If I get to be a performing artist and perform in front of people, it'll be because I do it because I love doing it. And granted, I'm getting paid for doing it, but I'm getting paid to do something I love, and I still hold that dear to me. Like, that's something that is really, it's dear to me. It's one of those things that I don't give a damn how old I get. It's gonna be something that I feel is sacred because it's a passion. It's a passion for the arts. It's a passion for performing. It's a passion for creating. It's just a passion for exposure. It's a passion for being gratified for putting in time, work, and effort into something that I love and getting back for it. People saying, we applaud you for being you, for being original. Now, let's look at how many actual performing artists actually get that. It's not very many. There are a lot of performing artists out there. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of performing artists out there, and these performing artists make their living off of the crafts that they love. They enjoy doing it. Granted, they have nights that are bad nights, and it's like, oh my God, what was I thinking, But end all be all, most of them wouldn't trade it for the world. They love doing what they do. And then we hit the mainstream music, and it's, I don't know. I believe that mainstream music, unfortunately, it suffers now. It doesn't have the same vitality that it had 30 years ago, 40 years ago even. Mainstream music isn't what it once was. It isn't a place where you have to be original. You have to have your own ideas. You have to have your own concepts. You have to have a love and a talent to be a part of a mainstream culture. It's not like that anymore. And that's one of the things that I think is the reason why mainstream music in some ways suffer. Now, there are some people that, and most of the people that do progress in the mainstream music, have a huge backing behind it. They have big companies behind it. They have big corporations behind it. And these big companies and these big corporations that are behind them, in my opinion, they saw something that trended, and they say, I want you to do that. And so they do that. And that's what happens. And that's why something grows. That's why something becomes popular. That's why something stays mainstream. That's why something stays trendy. And I don't think that's good. It's taking away the creative powers that music and this culture has in general. We don't have artists being artists anymore. We have suits telling artists how to be artists. You have someone who has no concept of what being an artist means telling you how to be an artist. See where I'm going with this? If you don't, let me back up a step. When we look back, even within the last 15, 20 years in the music industry, we've had many artists come out. Many artists. just to name a few of them that I still listen to this day. We have Busta Rhymes, DMX, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas, Ludacris. And that's just to name a few. That's not to name every. And that's only in hip-hop culture. That's not even in R&B, country, pop. You know, just in the hip-hop culture alone, these artists are some of the artists that stood the test of time. Album after album after album sold. Common Sense. Album after album after album sold. Kanye West. Album after album after album sold. And we look at them and we say, well, what do all of these artists have in common? None of them sound the same. All of them have their own styles. All of them did what they needed to do. Well, a couple of them probably sounded like the others. But it's not so much of a sound alike that it's like, what the fuck did I just miss? And yes, I cuss on my talk, so sorry. But I'm not. I cuss. I'm gonna say it. Out loud. But they all held individuality. They got to where they were by being lyricists. You know, they got to where they were by saying, hey, I'm going to do something that I know I can do, and I'm going to take a different path to get there. DMX openly spoke and said, hey, I'm not somebody that deals with freestyle. To me, I think a freestyle is a waste of a rhyme. So I write, and he wrote, and he was vicious with a pen. Still is vicious with a pen to this day. Throughout all the trials and tribulations that DMX had, he was always vicious with a pen. You know, people talk about him like, oh man, DMX sounds the same when he rapping as he does when he's talking normally. You just think, screw loose. Oh, it's just that DMX has so many ideas that when you just listen to him trying to talk to you normally, all of them hit you at one time because he's so passionate about it. But when he gets to put a pen in his hand and he gets to write it down, he can actually make more sense of the ideas that he has. That's what I kind of see in DMX. Ludacris just was charismatic. A charisma that is just like in your face, it's there. And you're like, it's this fun, mildly aggressive. It wasn't super aggressive. Ludacris was never just punch hard aggressive, but it was always fun. It was there. And it was like, I like this. Busta Rhymes has always been just Busta Rhymes. You know, speed. We're gonna hit you with speed. We're gonna hit you with having fun. We're gonna hit you with all different types of weird just sound that just there. Visible. But it's awesome. Jay-Z and Nas. And the reason why I say them together, it's not because of the beef that they had. No. It's because these two gentlemen, and I use that word in particular, these two gentlemen took the hip-hop culture that was engulfed, let me put it that way, engulfed in where it came from, the roots of it, the dozens. Well, I'm coming at you and you're coming at me, and they went at each other, battled with lyrics. They didn't just battle, no, they battled with lyrics. There was never any bloodshed. At the end of that battle, these two men shook hands and wound up being business partners. You know, manner of speaking. A lesson that hip hop transcends, you know, more than just verse. It's a respect. You know, you respect your fellow artists for what they can do. You know what they can do. You wouldn't give them the time of day if they couldn't. There's always a mutual respect. And that's why I put them together. Then you had Eminem. Unicorn. That's what I look at him as. Eminem was the unicorn. And the reason why Eminem was the unicorn is because when Eminem first came out, everybody looked and was like, this white boy? Who is this white boy? But you had this white boy who, yeah, he acted crazy, but he wasn't crazy. Eminem wasn't crazy, but Eminem had a vision. He had a mindset that he understood in order for him to get to the top, he had to be the best because of the color of his skin. In the hip-hop world, there was no room for him to be a weak white boy. He couldn't be a weak white boy. And that's why to this day, he is, in my opinion, one of, if not the top lyricist on the mainstream food chain. He could not afford to be weak. He couldn't afford to be a mellow type of artist. He didn't have that luxury. He had to be aggressive. He had to be the smartass. And he did it. That was his role. That was his gap. That was his lane. And nobody was able to step into that lane. Nobody dared to. Nobody would say the shit that Eminem would say. The reason they wouldn't say it was because it was like, bad shit. So, you had to be original. You had to make your own way. And once you've made your own way, it's like there isn't a door in front of me that I can't knock down because nobody else is in my lane. Unfortunately, we have today. And honestly, a lot of the artists that are coming out now have lost that concept. I have people come to me all the time, man, I want to get in the studio, but I want to get this beat. And it's like, dude, why don't you have a producer make you a track? Make something that fits you. What do you sound like? And unfortunately, the music industry has made it geared towards you have to sound like what's hot. You can't have your own sound. You cannot. If you have your own sound, that is taboo. If you like something that sounds from a different era, it might not be able to go anywhere. And I think that's wrong. Again, it's my opinion, but I think it's wrong. Granted, we have artists that are out today that sound amazing, that have amazing talent, that have amazing charismatics. But chances are we may very rarely get to hear them in the mainstream culture. And it's because the mainstream culture is no longer controlled by artists. My mentor said it best, in my opinion. Let the baker make the bread. You sit at the table and eat. This is just my 2 cents on the music industry. I will be putting up another video soon of us going ahead and making another track. Thanks again for watching. Much love.